All right, welcome back, and thank you so much for staying with us. And now, President Cyril Ramaphosa has conceded that when the ANC government took over in 1994, it failed to address the structure of the economy to ensure economic emancipation for all South Africans.
He was speaking at the 25 Years of Democracy conference, which is underway at the University of Johannesburg. This is a reflection of the progress made and the challenges encountered in the last 25 years of democracy. President Ramaphosa says that despite turning the public finances around, not much was done to build an inclusive economy.
Through sound macroeconomic management and, to some extent, the benefits of a democratic dividend, we succeeded in turning around public finances and setting the country on an improved growth path. I always say that when we got into power, and many people are immediately not alive to this, when we got into power in 1994, the economy of this country was broken. It was a total disaster, and we had been the pariah of the world, and the investment inflow from the international community was at its lowest ebb. So our economy was really in a really tight situation. We should, however, say that much as we succeeded in turning public finances around and putting the country on an improved growth path, we, however, did not pay attention to addressing the structure of our economy to ensure that all people of our country attain economic emancipation after attaining democratic emancipation.
All right, so SABC senior reporter Mzwandile Mbeje was at a conference earlier this morning, and he joins us now live in studio. Good afternoon to you. Thank you so much for coming through.
Good afternoon to you, Palisa.
So the conference really was reflecting on our democracy 25 years later. Let's just reflect a bit on what the president said.
Well, it's a very important conference. I think organized by the Mapungubwe Institute, which is headed by a very well-known policy guru and, of course, the ANC veteran, Joel Nechitenze. So basically what the conference seeks to do, Palisa, they are basically wanting to reflect on what has happened in the past 25 years. What has been the achievements? What have been the failures? What is it that they could have done it better? In fact, when the president then took to the podium, he basically acknowledged all of those things to say, yes, 25 years later, we are a much better country than we were. Remember, we inherited a collapsing economy, if not collapsed, but we turned it around. But the question is, were they able then to restructure the economy so that it will benefit everyone? I mean, remember, the majority of South Africans are black people and in most cases poor. So now that as the governing party you have the power. So are you then able to translate that political power into economic benefits for the majority of your people? Of course, not excluding those who have been there, but basically making sure that you are sharing in this economy.
Well, we have to leave it at this for now. We'll continue this discussion because we need to return to the High Court in Pretoria, where the EFF's legal counsel, Advocate Temeka Ntombi, is still arguing. Let's take you live now to the proceedings. That simply means